Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone! Hello! This is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship Enterprise for another episode of Homeworld Wars, where we are continuing... Oh wow, that's an interesting soundtrack to decide to start playing. Okay, apparently we're getting serious around here. Turn that down a little bit. But anyways, welcome back to Homeworld Wars, where we're continuing to test the Bentusis and see what they're worth. And of course, as we start every episode in this series, I've transformed the Bentusis into another station. I would consider this like the city station, where it can fend itself everywhere, and then things can only access the city from up and above. Pretty cool. I'm probably gonna do this for every single episode in this series. But anyways, let me get things in position, and we will do the next battle. Okay, the fleets are in position, and it's time to get ready to get this going. Unfortunately, I was told by Karen that I've been killing too many of their frigates, so I can't use them anymore, which is a really big bummer, because I am really wanting to know how many drone frigates it would have took to kill this thing. Probably would have taken close, maybe a little bit over 1,000. So, to continue this up, I called my old buddies the Turanic Raiders, and we are going to be testing with a crap ton of Turanic Raider frigates, or Iron Array frigates. I told them that whoever survives will get pizza for life, so hopefully none of them survives, because I don't have the budget to get all of this crew pizza for the rest of their lives. It might have been an overstatement, but that's why so many of them showed up. We have 260 Iron Array frigates, and we're going to see if they can take down 5 Bentusis. Let's get into this. We're going to have a lot of lag here because of all the animations that the Iron Array frigates do. Okay, and go. There we go. We are off. Which team will win? Iron Array frigates? Or, holy crap, this one's being focused on. Or Bentusis. That guy's already dead. Now, the Iron Array frigates have 55,000 health, so they have a less than the ion cannon frigates, which just have 75,000, but they do 240 DPS compared to 150 that the ion cannon frigate does. So a lot more DPS, but health debuff because of that reason. And as you can see, they definitely are dying a lot quicker. We've already lost 6, soon to be 7 Iron Array frigates. It's a lot of beams hitting these guys. Come on, Bentusi, you gotta win this. I cannot afford to pay these ships with a lifetime supply of pizza. Oh, look at this guy being brave. Being here all out on his lonesome. Trying to sneakily attack that guy in the back. There's so many beams going off. Holy crap. And so much lag. We're down to 238 Iron Array frigates, 235. They are dying pretty rapidly. I think all of the Bentusis are attacking. Yep, each one of them are using their beams. This one back here is kind of using his beams. Might move him around. Yeah, because he's only using one of his beams. Get over here, Mr. Bentusi. Actually, probably would be better if I just made you go that direction. There you go. There you go. Have some of them focusing on him. Alright, well, fortunately the Iron Array frigates got a little bit of advantage there. But I do want to make sure that all of the Bentusis are focusing all of their firepower on whatever is in front of you. Like this one is focusing on that one, killing it very rapidly. There we go. How are we doing health-wise? These Bentusis are starting to take quite a bit of damage. This one down here is almost at half. This one's close to half. That one's close to half. This one, again, getting close to half. This is the only one down here that really isn't being hit that much. So he might be the one that survives. How are we doing? We were below 200 iron array frigates. Now, I did do a bunch of calculations for this battle. And firepower-wise, the Turanic Raiders can beat this 2-1. But I did that on purpose because of the fact Bentusis have all of their firepower on one ship, where we have where the iron array frigates are all spread apart between hundreds and hundreds of ships. So if we lose a Bentusi, their firepower will drastically drop. I was thinking about setting it to a 1.5 ratio, but I figured we test with it too. Because the assault frigates won, because they had after doing some calculations, they had a 3-to-1 ratio of firepower and health compared to the Bentusis, and the ion frigates had a less than a 1.0, which is probably why they lost. Maybe in a later video I'll show you guys how I made that calculation. Oh, and I also figured out how much damage that the Bentusis do. I finally figured that out. Each one of these ions do 2,000 DPS. A heavy cruiser in my mod does 600. So that means a Bentusi does 10 times the damage of a heavy cruiser. They're very deadly. You're down to 161 ion cannons? Ion array frigates? We have a majority, or we have 3 of the Bentusis that are now in red. Okay. So looks like we might have to do a ratio of 1.5 next. 2.0 definitely looks like it favors the attacking team. But we'll see. We still have this Bentusi here that hasn't actually taken any damage. Down 145. We lost about half of our firepower. Still so many freaking beams. It's so amazing. All these Bentusis are about to die all at the same time, which is pretty funny. $137 left. This is a wall of iron array frigates. Oh, there goes one Bentusi. This one's about to die. There it goes. Oh, those two died at the same time. Oh my. Oh, this one is so dead. Sorry, Mr. Bentusi. You lived a good life. Got 125 iron array frigates left to go. Okay. We got one left. I highly doubt this Bentusi is going to kill this many iron array frigates, but we'll see how much damage it can do. It is dying very rapidly. So in case any of you guys are curious of how I did the calculation, basically I figured out how much health that these groups of iron cannon frigates would have, or iron array frigates, and then I figured out how much damage they would do, and then figured out how much health that the Bentusi team would have, how much damage they would do, and then I took the health of the Iron Array frigates divided by the amount of damage the Bentusis did, and then did the same thing on the Bentusi side, and then took the survivability of these guys divided by the survivability of these guys, and then took that ratio. This is a 2.0 ratio, which means that the survivability of these guys is doubled compared to the Bentusi. I might need to reduce that down to 1.5. I wanted to keep it a little bit higher than the Bentusi, just because of how they work. But who knows, I might set that to 1.0 next time. See what that does. Anyways, this Bentusi is slowly dying. We still have 118 Iron Array frigates alive. And they have won. The Turanic Raiders have beaten the Bentusis. They had 280 Iron Array frigates starting out, and they have 118 left. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to borrow Karen's credit card to pay for this much pizza. It's gonna suck. Anyways, guys, I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, please leave a like. If you like what I do, consider subscribing, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Until then, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Faker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated.